Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Friday, June the 2nd, 2023. Friday, June the 2nd. Nah. Today's show was just okay, right? We had a lot of what a lot of nerve things happening. And the main what a lot of nerve, or he has a lot of nerve, that's definitely Curtis Ashford. Jordan comes over. So we put the brakes on just so that you could sort out your feelings. So you move back home, Curtis? Like, what does that mean for me? And he goes, Jordan, you know, were you just like playing with me? Because I have real feelings for you, Curtis. No, Jordan, I have real feelings for you too. But I have feelings for Portia as well. Right there, when he made that statement, that was the okay, you know what? Then there is no chance for us. See, because she goes, you moved back in. He goes, we haven't reconciled. I'm in the guest room. Oh, that's not gonna be for long. That guest room ain't gonna be for long at all, right? Case in point, he could have moved into Jordan's guest room and told Portia, Jordan and I aren't together. I'm just staying in her second bedroom because remember, Taggart used to stay with Jordan, right? What do you think would happen with Curtis and Jordan if he was in that close proximity to her at night? When she makes sure he sees her in her lingerie. Because see, that's what Portia's gonna do. Oh, just getting a drink of water. I didn't know you were down here, Curtis. As we and so now, mind you, Marshall lived there, so she gonna have to time it right. So the daddy dearest ain't getting a peek, right? Right? We already know what's gonna happen now that Curtis moved home. And he says, well, I'm just trying to make sure I don't make the same mistake that I made with us. I gave up on us way too soon, Jordan, and I regret it. But I don't want to make that same mistake with Portia. But Jordan, I care for you. Shut up, man. Here's the deal. I'm through pining. I'm through pining over you. And she needs to let it go. For her own self-respect. Let it go, Jordan. Period. You are stuck living for your work. Go ahead, go back and dive right in, right? Chief, dive right in, Jordan. And look, throw on your business suit because that was I want to see Curtis outfit, right? Then we had Ava comes frantically to see Austin, talking about we got some trouble. And he's like, what trouble? Laura wants to go to Russia to look for Nicholas. Because they go into Austin's office. And Austin is kind of like, I'm still waiting for the trouble part. She's like, Russia's a dangerous place. And we all both know Nicholas is not there. And so Austin is like, okay. And then Laura's going to find out he's not there. I don't want it. Something could happen to Laura. I don't want her on my conscience when I know she's going on a dangerous trip and he's not even going to be there. He says, look, Ava, you don't want to bring suspicion on yourself. It's like, let Laura do Laura, okay? And okay, hey, right? So he comes, he says, look, you can't just book a flight to Russia overnight. Preparations have to be made, right? Paperwork have to be in order. We have time to figure out if we can stall Laura. Okay, we don't have to do anything right now. And then she goes, I'm surprised we haven't, no, he goes, and I'm surprised we haven't heard from my cousin Mason. I said Oz. I called him Oz a minute ago. I caught it, folks. Mason. I called him Oz last time too. Mason. He says, normally, she goes, yeah, I thought for sure he was going to try to put our thumbs to the screws or whatever she said. And he goes, yeah, normally when he has something over somebody, he's relentless. So they're like, woof, well, we're counting our blessings, right? So they're getting ready to leave. And who comes walking in the door but Mason? Mason. Talking about he just came back from being out of town. And I'm thinking, yeah, you moved Nicholas. I would not be surprised, everybody, if that is where Nicholas is. I would not be surprised. We shall see, right? So anyway, he's like, you all better be nice to me. And yet he didn't say exactly what he wanted from him. See, so no, you've had months to figure out what you wanted in blackmail, buddy. If you can't come with it now, you won't, right? You won't. So then we have Jocelyn going over to Dexis saying, I want the evidence that you have against Sonny. And he looked at her and he goes, I can't give it to you. And she looked like, wait, what? What are you saying to me? She goes, can't or you won't. He says, I can't, Jocelyn. And yeah, I wouldn't if I could. And she was getting ready to tantrum out, right? And she goes, why not? He goes, I don't have it. She goes, what do you mean you don't have it? For one, I was hired to get to commission a product. I got the product, the evidence, and he says, that was not my property, right? That video was the property of Michael. I gave it to Michael. And you didn't keep a copy? He said, that's not how it works, Jocelyn. No, I don't keep copies of stuff that's not mine. That's not the way to do a upright business, right? He says, I got paid for it. I gave the product. What he does with it is up to him. Now, yes, I wish he would do what he said, but bottom line, I did the job. It's a job. And I wouldn't give it to you because he said, you know what, Jocelyn, I may tell you some of the things that are happening, but I won't make you a party to them. Right? I won't, and I'm thinking by telling her you are making her a party to it, right? He's like, I won't give you evidence. I won't give you stuff. Like, he goes, no, I'm not going to. So he goes to his laptop. He goes, here's my laptop. Look for it. I'm not going to look for it. If you say you don't have it, you don't have it. He goes, I don't have it. And in my mind, I'm thinking, it might. But, she should have looked. But anyway, so of course she backed off of Dex real quick, made all kind of concessions because I wanted to be able my mother won't have the heart to turn Sonny in, but I'll do it. I'll do it for her. And he goes, Jocelyn, it's your mother's choice. Let her make her own choices, right? You wouldn't want her making decisions and choices for you. Well, she knows I would do what I want. And I'm thinking, Jocelyn, shut up, right? I don't even want to hear you at all, right? I'll do it. So now we have Michael going to Carly, telling Carly told Michael flat out, listen, Sonny already told me to turn him in. He was going to provide me with information that he would be able to beat. I would have fulfilled my end and Sonny would ultimately be fine. She goes, but I told him I'm not even going to do that. And Michael says, well, what if it could be information that would put him away and he wouldn't get off, put him away for good? She goes, what are you talking about? And then he says, well, I have evidence of Sonny making an illegal arms deal with Pikeman, or he may not even said the name, right? And this could be your leverage, and this would put Sonny away. And Carly looked at him. She says, and how did you get that? And he goes, I commissioned it. And she's just like, there is so much wrong with that. She said, Michael, he goes, but Willow urged me to delete it and not go through with it. So I had decided not to, but now that you're in this, you come first. You come before Sonny. And she said, I will not have anybody else take the fall for something I have done. I don't know what I'm going to do, Michael. So he says, well, if you don't want to do it, I'll do it for you. And I'm thinking, oh, you'll do it for her, breaking your promise to your wife. That's rich, right? He goes, because I know you don't want to go to jail, Mom. And she goes, no, I don't want to go to jail, Michael. But I have options. And I will weigh my, she goes, that flash drive, that information on that drive better not see the light of day. You need to get rid of it. And I'm thinking, no, Carly should have took the flash drive, said, you know what, give it to me. I'll think about using it. Have him give it to her and then destroy it. But we already know Michael has another copy because what he showed Willow was on his phone. This is on the flash drive. So he's downloaded it on a computer and on the flash. You know, come on now. Right? But because Carly's like, if I'm turning him in, it's going to be on his terms, which is a win-win for everybody. If she does go that route, let them be secretly working together, right? Oh my goodness. Michael, I can't stand him. Him and Jocelyn, both of them get on my absolute last nerve. So now we have Trina and Spencer. It was a safety deposit box key, right? And obviously he knew the bank that his uncle banked at, or one of them, right? And the manager said, yes, this instructions were left here that in the event of your uncle's death, you become the owner of the contents of this box. So they open it, and guess what Victor had? Victor had in it a prescription, the prescription that she got filled. Remember when she got the prescription at the hospital for that drug that she drugged Trina with and then ultimately tried to OD? Well, she did OD Oz with it, but he just didn't die, right? There was the prescription for her. That was one nail in the coffin. Then somehow Victor intercepted a letter she had written to Maggie. How he could, I don't know. See, they're making Victor be just the magical be-all, end-all, right? Guru. In the letter, she admitted to Maggie that she drugged Oz. Oz, because he was putting the screws to her. You know, he was threatening her. So she had to silence him. And she goes, but I may have went too far with it and I might be in trouble, you know, or if found out, I'd be in trouble. So she admitted, boom, right now, here we go. Here's the prescription with her getting the drugs. Here's a letter saying she gave Oz the drug, right? And then there was also a tablet that was, the battery was dead, but Trina had her magical charger on her and she charged it and it showed Esme on the pier making a change off. And I guess they were determining it was when she bought the cell phone from Oz. Had to be, because really she bought that cell phone from Oz. So it had to be him doing the changeover on the docks with her, giving her the cell phone. Hopefully the burner phone. Hopefully it was time stamped, because it would be time stamped before the cabin visit, right? When she got it. So now they have everything. They have everything to put Esme away. But my whole thing is, I just heard, didn't we hear earlier in the week, Esme talking about the PCPD dropped all charges against her, right? So they dropped all charges. Well, guess what? Here they go. Here's the evidence. But she still allegedly has that amnesia. So I don't know how that would play. See, and for Trina and Spencer, they shouldn't even try to worry about how it would play or figure out how it would play. They should immediately take all that stuff to Diane, for one thing, lay it all out to her and see what she suggests. And if she suggests, let's go to the police with this right now, then let's do it. See, Spencer's hot head would go home and tell Esme, I got proof of what you did, sister girl. I got proof. Now giving Esme time to get the proof back. See, come on now. You either leave that stuff safe in the safe deposit box, period, or you're taking it to the police with your lawyer. And if the lawyer says, listen, it's best we wait a bit, because the same thing that could have happened before will happen, a jury may be sympathetic to her because allegedly she's a different person now. And then if that's what Diane says, guess what? This evidence goes back in the safe deposit box until time that I could use it. But we all know with soaps, Esme's going to get her hands on all that evidence, and Esme's going to end up having the last laugh. That's exactly what I'm predicting on that, everybody. So let's go to comment corner. I'm going to try to I don't know if I can get through them all. Let me turn, you know what? I'm going to turn on my trusty dusty stopwatch. Here we go. Love Spurina as a couple. That's what Andrea says. Lisa says, Nina won't be able to justify what she did. It will come out. Why would Esme turn in Anna? Esme will show her true colors very soon. Esme didn't turn in. Yeah, no, I don't think Esme's deal had anything to do with Anna. That was Victor. Victor leaked her top secret file. Lisa says, Curtis is so full of himself, saying he stopped the kiss with Jordan and he didn't tell her because he didn't want to hurt her. He first know how to be honest. Or maybe he should first know how to be honest. He wants to play both sides with Portia and Jordan. Absolutely. Curtis did not stop that. Jordan was the one saying, let's slow down. Let's talk this out. That wasn't Curtis. Sandy says, Jordan had no concern for Taggart at all. She almost fainted when she heard Curtis had moved back into the home. She ran a red light getting to Curtis. Maybe I'm just old school, but you don't just show up at another woman's house proclaiming love for her husband. I know Curtis was wrong for leading Jordan on, giving her hope that they would get back together again. I would love to see Zeke come and sweep Jordan off her feet. We can see how Curtis would react to another man in Jordan's life. The actor that plays Zeke, I think he's younger than her, for one. And for two, just even to me, the dynamic is not right. That's not the kind of man. He's not right for Jordan. I don't like that. Don't want that. Right. And let's see. Linda says, whomever it is that Mason works for is the culprit that tried to take Sonny out at the warehouse. And maybe this culprit is new to Port Charles. Michael says, I know you guys hate Nina, but you have to admit Joss is being written even worse. Yes, she is, Michael. Ugh, can't stand Jocelyn. I hope Joss doesn't get access to the flash drive. Michael and Joss are furious with Nina for keeping Sonny away from his family, but they are trying to do the same thing and putting him in prison. Exactly. I've never understood their logic. Me either, Michael. Valentine and Laura's relationship is a classic 180 soap turn. It sure is, because she hated him. Great recap. Annette says if Trina wasn't Curtis's child, then who did she match her DNA test matching someone in Port Charles? No, she's Curtis's. Lisa says she matched with Trina, maybe he, or Stella. That came out after Trina did the DNA, had it done when it showed Stella was matched to someone else in Port Charles. It freaked Trina out, so she removed hers. She didn't know it was Stella. She was informed only of a match in town. And I also think she told her mother. That was weird. They said I'm matched with somebody. I think Portia was urging her to take that down too. I really believe somehow she goes, Trina, honey, you don't want your information, nah, you know. So anyway, Annette says, Pretty Hat Lady, when Trina learns Curtis is with Miss Wu, what will she think of him? And Annette says, I really don't care for Dex or Cody. Richard says, another great review, Daily Recap Lady. Spencer was in the gym hardcore. Yes, he was. Enough of Joss and Michael, with their ungrateful, entitled nonsense. And it's ridiculous. Annette says, Trina, you can do better. Life with Spencer will be heck. Oh, dear says a couple of things that stand out with me. I wonder how Carly is going to feel about Dex now. She sees base of the info that Michael told her that Dex could not trust. Wait, that Dex cannot be trusted. It doesn't matter that it was her son Dex was working for. Sonny was the undercover. Sonny has an undercover snitch in his organization, and he doesn't know. That leaves it open for any one of his enemies, if the price is right. Yeah, it does. People do not realize when they do these things, they show their true character, and also shows Michael that Dex is a snake. I hope someone gets close to him and betrays him like he did his father. Esme may also let them know if they try to take her baby that he is not a Cassadine. NK Rose says Cameron and Jocelyn were the closest things to siblings for Spencer. So he truly worries about her being with a mobster. He knows Sonny's world well enough. Well said. And then Sabrina says, well said. Sheila says, it would be awful if Sonny was actually cooperating with the feds undercover. So, yeah. If the video does become knowledge, not only will Nina be outed, but possibly Dex and Michael too. You heard Carly ask Michael, how was he able to get the evidence of Sonny's dealings? Michael never said Dex's name though. And then Anthony says she was stupid writing what she did down on paper and Victor got it. And NK Rose says, I'm still thinking Stella to confess to stealing the divorce papers. No, she did. She came forward. She remembered and she said, she told Jordan, she came and confessed to Jordan with what happened with those papers. And Jordan ended up just taking the blame, saying, I drug my feet. Jordan took the blame for Stella, and I don't know why she did. Because Stella always wanted everybody to tell the truth, honey. Well, she sure let Jordan lie for her. And then Lisa says she admitted it to Jordan. Jordan covered it up. Yep, that's exactly what happened. And Lisa also said Curtis and Portia. Yeah, Jordan did cover that up, which also made Portia get indignant. See, I knew you still wanted Kurt. Oh my goodness. And Sheila says, well, we can kiss goodbye, the wish for the original actor I know, Tyler Christopher, to resume the role of Nicholas. He was arrested again for public drunkenness. Yeah, General Hospital's not going to mess with him. He has stated not long ago that he was ready to return to General Hospital in any capacity. It's a shame because he was my favorite Nicholas. Me too. Sherry said, so sad. And then Lisa said, very sad. He spoke with my niece Bernard on state of mind that he is bipolar and self-medicated with alcohol. So very sad. I love watching him play Nicholas. And then T Flowers said, I loved him and Emily together. Me too. And then Lucy says, did anyone else notice Jordan went to check on Curtis after Portia told her Taggart could use a friend? Yeah, because Jordan's heart was at stake. Taggart's a big man, big boy. Anita said, yes, that does not make any sense to me, considering Jordan knew he was not officially divorced. She put the brakes on for going any further until he sorted out his feelings. Exactly. Lucy says, excellent recap, lady, for Cliffhanger Friday's episode. There was no Cliffhanger Friday. LaShunta says, Jocelyn and Michael have a seat. Carly won't turn Sonny in. Victor got fake evidence in Esme. All that stuff was true, though. Now, Portia got nerve. Why she didn't see about Taggart? Well, he might now bite her head off now that he knows it's not her kid. Come on now. When he had hope, he was so understanding of Portia. But now that hope has been snatched away, Taggart just might go off on her, and she knows it. Jordan had to hear that Curtis moved home. He should have told her himself why Curtis was mad at Stella, hypocrite. Anna and Beatty, Anna Abadi, Victor, still messy from the grave. Ava lowdown. Laura's gonna go look for Nicholas, risk her life. When Valentine shot Nicholas, it wasn't self-defense. If something happened to them, Charlotte would be an orphan. Exactly. Goodness, Valentine, keep your butt home. Sherry said, if Esme can't remember, she won't know if it's fake or not. And then Ron says, Carly, put her foot down with Michael, get rid of the flash drive. And for once, Dex is playing it smart, telling Jocelyn he no longer had the film, and Spencer will fall for the tape Victor left him with Esme, making what he thinks was right all the time. Yeah, I know. Love, Sprina. Well, that's it for Comment Corner. Comment Corner. I made it through all of those comments, y'all. Y'all have a phenomenal weekend, and I'll be back on Monday for another episode, another daily recap of General Hospital.